Hello Year 8, and this is your Discover More tutorial for this week's Discover More About Wellbeing homework task. This week's Discover More task is due on Wednesday the 11th of November. You will need to complete the task to the best of your ability and upload your work to Teams under the assignments on your form class group in Teams. If you need support in how to upload your work, then I have attached a link to a tutorial to help you with this on your class charts. This week's task is set by the Humanities faculty and it is an extended writing task. Please make sure that you fully understand and complete all of the success criteria in this task. So the first thing you will need to do to complete this homework is design a leaflet, handout or a blog which advises students on how to deal with examination stress and anxiety. You have a success criteria here with 4 bullet points of things you will need to include in your leaflet, handout or blog, so you can decide which one of those you are going to create. So you will probably need to do a little bit of research first and plan out your leaflet, handout or blog before creating it. To meet the success criteria and complete this task successfully, you will need to create your leaflet, handout or blog and ensure that you have included a definition of what anxiety and stress is. How do you know if you are anxious or stressed, and what are the signs? These are important when explaining to somebody about how they can deal with stress in examination situations. The next success criteria is to include at least 3 causes of anxiety or stress. You can think about things in your own life that cause you to be anxious or stressed, or you can research these online. Or ask your friends or family members what they get stressed or anxious about. The third success criteria is to include at least 3 ways to cope with anxiety and stress. Again, you can either research this online, you can think about what you do to help yourself when you are feeling stressed or anxious, or what your family members or friends do to help them when they are feeling stressed or anxious. The final part of the success criteria is to write about ways you can help others who may be dealing with anxiety and stress. So if you know that one of your friends in your class are feeling really anxious or stressed about the exams, how would you help them and what could you do to help them feel a little bit better? Before you write your leaflet or your blog, you will need to make sure that you plan out your work and think about your writing so that it has a purpose. You are writing to the correct audience, using the correct tone and the correct format. So think about, who are you writing this for? Why are you writing it? What does the reader need to know? How should these issues be addressed? What type of text you need to write to fit the criteria of a leaflet or a blog? Should you be writing formally or informally? And what sort of language should you be using? Step 2 in your planning should be deciding on appropriate headings, subheadings, front covers, whether you're going to use bullet points, facts or evidence. Think about the vocabulary you are going to use, any keywords that are related to the topic, things that are impressive that you might want to use within your leaflet or your blog. So, what would an excellent leaflet or blog look like? You will need a clear format, a logical structure, ideas that are easy to understand by the reader, a range of details including facts, accurate writing, which is your non-negotiables, a clear purpose, so what is the point of what you are writing? Why are you creating that leaflet or blog? And some fancy words that not everybody will use. If you decide to create a leaflet, here are some ideas on how you can fold your leaflet. Also, some tips for writing leaflets. Leaflets are small, so there is less space for writing, so you need to make sure that you are explaining what you would like to explain in fewer words. You could use bullet points, you could use speech bubbles, it is up to you, but you need to make sure you're getting to the point. Leaflets are easily thrown away, so you need to make sure that they are striking to look at with lots of colours, okay, so that it would attract people's attention. You need a strong heading, and the layout needs to be clear so that the reader has a structure. And leaflets generally provide simple information, so it needs to stand out what you are trying to tell the reader. In this case, you will need to make sure that the reader is able to look at the leaflet and understand how to deal with exam stress and know what anxiety and stress is. You will need to use not too many words, otherwise that will make them stop reading. If you decide to write a blog, these are usually online. And there are lots of different structure helps here that are going to help you to create your blog. You need a brief and catchy title. You should include an image because it visually communicates the idea of the blog and attracts attention. Use short and meaningful paragraphs. Bold subheading so readers can skim through the text and decide which parts are more important for them to read. Use bullet or numbered points to make it easier for the reader. Supporting images. You could even include some support links to things online that would help people with exam stress. Once you have completed your task to the best of your ability and met each of the success criteria, you can then move on to the Something for the Weekend challenges. To achieve bronze, you will need to identify 3 strategies that you are personally going to use to reduce stress and anxiety when you sit your Year 8 exams. You will just write these in your book. To achieve silver, you will need to interview a friend, family member, or even a teacher, as long as it is safe to do so, about exam stress and what advice they would give somebody while sitting exams. You will just need to write the questions that you ask and their answers in your book. For the Gold Award, as we all know, fitness helps us to reduce stress and anxiety by keeping us healthy. At the moment, there are lots of home fitness videos on YouTube, on our Pontypridd High School PE department, Instagram page and Facebook. You can either take part in one of these workouts or create your own at-home workout. You can film this or write the instructions and a workout plan in your book. Remember, you will get an achievement point for each of these challenges that you attempt and achieve, and I look forward to seeing all of your fantastic work. Please remember, put in as much effort as you can, making sure that you are looking at your literacy skills and extended writing skills. Take part in the Something for the Weekend challenges and upload photographs of all of your work to your form class team's assignments. Have a great week completed this, guys.